Welcome back to the comic book ASM artist. Today we're going to be doing another comic book haul. First off, I want to remind everyone, whenever we hit 2,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway for ENIAC First Printing number 1 and XMen Legends signed by Walt Simonson and Louise Simonson. So we've got to hit 2,000 before we do that, but I'll do a giveaway during a live stream, so make sure you're subscribed and make sure you've got the bell so you can see when we go live for the drawing. So yeah, I got quite a few floppies, and then I got some other random books that interested me from before. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first off, we have Odins Eye number 1 from Bad Idea, and this is their final quote-unquote series. I don't believe Bad Idea is ending. I'm sure they're gonna rebrand or something, but yeah, so this book here you could only get if you pre-ordered the final 5 series. And due to the paper shortage, literally, if you didn't pre-order this, you couldn't get a copy in your shop, even if they sold Bad Idea in it, which is already a rarity in itself. So there were quite a few people upset that they couldn't get this because they didn't pre-order the final 5. So this is a beautiful send-off to the company, though, if it is truly the end. This art looks great. You know, obviously very mythology inspired, with it being called Odins Eye and everything, but I just love the realism and the fantasy blend going. Beautiful, really great stuff. And then I looked in the back, and it does have a short story from the Caligula Pizza thing. I think this is also from the Hero Trade. I'm not really sure, because I've been trying to keep these pristine and not really reading them since they're so rare. But I know the Caligula's Pizza thing was, oh, I gotta show this back cover too. I love this back cover. I wish this was a series too. But yeah, that particular thing was only for 1 day only. If you didn't get it the day it came out, you didn't get it. And it was like a 25-cent or $1 book or something weird. So at the time, unfortunately, I had no money and I wasn't near that store when they did that. So yeah, and then we got Odins Eye number 2 and number 3 as well. So I'm not going to open these ones just because it's the same type of material. Next we have Demon Days Rising Storm by Peach Momoko. And I just love her, you know, non-traditional comic style here. You know, the watercolors and the Japanese influence, and even amongst this, you know, it's kind of like turning the Marvel Universe on its ear. So it's a unique story all around. But yeah, I've been enjoying this. I think there might be a couple more parts to this. Let me look in the back. Yeah, so the next one's coming out in March. And yeah, the back always shows a bit of the cultural influence in the story. So really great. If you haven't been getting this, I highly recommend it. They are going to have a trade that collects all of these together, but you know, if you just like picking up floppy books like I do, that's fine. Next we have Amazing Spider-Man number 81. We see Miles Morales in his new costume fighting Ben Reilly here. And yeah, adapt to the type of crazy threats that Peter normally has to. And if I'm not mistaken, Peter briefly came out of his medical stupor in the last issue, but he's still not ready to be back in the game yet. So yeah, in this one we see Miles coming in and saying, hey, you're not Peter, which, results in the classic superhero versus superhero misunderstanding. The covers are the thing I've been enjoying the most in the current run. So these are all done by Arthur Adams. And if you follow his Instagram, you get to see these all being made. This cover is so impressive in black and white because he literally went in by hand and did every single brick here. So check out that black and white of this. Is really cool. But he just loves pushing details so much, looks like they changed artists on this one. But I'm so impressed with Arthur. And then he just redrew the last cover he did. So you can check that out. He's like, don't tell my editor. It was a cover with the Goblin Queen on it. And yeah, he changed the posing and everything. And I gotta say, he did improve upon it. Which the first one, I didn't see anything really wrong with it. But the second one, I can totally see the improvement, and I'm glad he did it. Next we got SpiderMan number 83. I'm excited he did a cover recently that's got Captain America on it. Handing Peter back his costume. Looks like they're, I was about to say, it looks like they're channeling Gleason here. Yeah, this is Patrick Gleason's artwork here. Looks like he wrote this one too, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, you guys know my affinity for Patrick Gleason. So yeah, it looks like he's up now. And just trying to still process whatever is going on with his body. Now he's just conscious with it. In 84, nice classy Doc Ock in his suit here. And we got Paco Medina on this one. Another fairly known comic artist. Yeah, I'd say Doc Ock is probably my favorite Spider-Man villain. So anytime he can make an appearance in these books, I'm happy. Next we have Inferno number 4. I would say out of all the X-Men books, this is probably the most important one to be reading right now. I finished up like the I'm blanking on it, the thing with Scarlet Witch. And that one was okay, but this one certainly feels like the ripples will be felt in the rest of the books from it. In the regular X-Men book, I don't know what the heck's going on with that one. There's lots lots of action and stuff. Like, that's not the issue. It just kind of feels like it's floating, you know, kind of floating in the water, not really doing much. But this book here is the one that has the importance. Oh, look at this. Just straight up blank panels. Bit of annihilation here. The death of Moira. Oh my gosh. Oh, there you go. That is huge. So here's X-Men number 6 with, I don't even know who's on the cover there. Yeah, so they're not even revealing it. I'm trying to read and see who this is. Captain Krakoa, I guess. I would assume, since that's what it's called. His design reminds me of an axolotl with the flares around his head there. Yeah, but those are flowers. Next we have the TriLove Magneto. So yeah, I showed off the variant cover in the previous haul with the Dan Jurgens cover. So, like I said, this book was okay. It gave you some more insight into what is possible outside of the way the mutants were being resurrected. But I don't know. This book I'm excited by. I didn't realize that they had this book in the shop. It was in like a random box for like ratio variants or something like that, but it was only $12, so it's a like throwback to the old Turtles with them all in the red bandanas here. And this is the Christmas one that came out in the last haul. So, alright, now moving on to my main shop. All the stuff got delayed from the snow and shipping and all sorts of craziness. So there's not a ton of floppies, but the other things are where the bulk of my bill went this week. So we have Nocterra Blacktop Bill Special. So this is the main villain for Nocterra. He's just kind of this pitch black evil guy. Yeah, the series has been on a little break. I think it got picked up or optioned for a movie or a series or something, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes. But that's really all I can say. I've been enjoying it, but it hasn't been anything really shaking me to my core. This might be a bit of his origin, maybe something. Next we have Superman 78, number 5. Let me tap on that cover there. So yeah, this book's been good too. Superman has been captured by Brainiac, and he has been reunited with the rest of Krypton. And even his family, like his mom and dad and stuff. And I think, I'm trying to remember, Lex Luthor put some sort of tracking, I think, on Superman, maybe even. And Brainiac picked up on it, so now Brainiac is coming back to Earth to let Luthor know, hey, you're not gonna toy with me was, and then the Batman one. Like, you can't help but feel, man, I wonder if they would actually turn this into a movie, if, what that would look like on the screen. So next we have Robin, number 9. Sadly not the variant cover. I have most of them, but this is still a cool cover, though. So it looks like he's fighting whatever the entity was that was raised on the Lazarus Island from all of the death and sacrifice of the fighters of the tournament. So Damien's doing what Damien does, flying in the face of the impossible and spitting in its eye. But yeah, I've been enjoying this. This has been, here we get a touching moment with some Alfred inspiration here. But I really have to commend DC for making me care about and enjoy Damien. I hated him so much at the outset of the character at the beginning, But he honestly has grown on me so much. Next we have Captain America Iron Man number 2. The nice Alex Ross cover. And I don't quite know what's going on in this book, honestly. It's just more or less me committing to buy the monthly Captain America book. And here it is. Yeah, I haven't been grabbed by a good Captain America story in quite a while. It seems like 10 years now. There were elements of the stuff with the Marvel Now, the Artem Zola Island and all that. There were elements of that I liked, but then it just kind of got weird towards the end. I mean, it started weird, but you know what I mean. Alright, then we have a Spawn 325 with the Ninja Spawn, I believe. Nice Barnes cover, I believe is named Bjorn Barnes. Oh, yeah. And I've been noticing he's been getting work from some of the other companies too, so they have certainly picked up on a skill. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Todd said that he just discovered him through Instagram initially, so you never know. Sometimes if your stuff is just really remarkable enough, you might get a tap on the shoulder from one of the big companies here. I'm surprised there wasn't more Spawn books in my thing, because now it seems like there's almost one every week or something. I would definitely say, like, the ongoing Spawn is, like, essential, and King Spawn seems like it's got some pretty important stuff going on, but, like, the other ones are okay, they're entertaining, but they're not necessary. Just kind of like bonus stuff, So next I got the Hermie Funko Soda, and I got the common of them just in time for not Christmas, so I just gotta find all the other ones now. I kept looking at the shop hoping to find these, and this one was there. And I'm kind of bummed out because, like, I really wanted those. Alright, so next we got a little throwback here. So this is the first Pokemon graphic novel from way back when, whenever it was really got started here. So yeah, this is actually a first printing of it too. And I had like the little floppies that were bundled in packs together. These were the covers for those floppies, by the way. I don't want to bend the spine too much on it. I know it's not in mint shape or anything, but still, I don't want to make it worse. And there's like perforation here, so you can actually tear these right out. I don't know why you'd want to, but yeah, so this is actually different than the regular ongoing Pokemon Adventures series. And to my understanding, I guess this was a bit more controversial, because this artist had been known in the past to do like some risque stuff. And even in Japan, like, they sanitize these a little bit for the US. So there's some more, you know, kind of like provocative drawings of Misty and stuff that were cleaned up for the US. I'm trying to find like where he meets her. And there's just kind of this awkward sort of interaction they have. Yeah, like this here. She's in like a bathing suit and, you know, showing off her stuff a little bit more. And she's not an adult, so people are like, what the crap, you know, so. And then there's like a few more instances like that, and even like Jessie's chest is quite larger in the Japanese version, and then here they like did some sort of reduction or drew some sort of thing over it. I always love the art in these books way more than the art on that TV show. And like, I would love to see an actual animation of Pokemon done in this style here. And I gave these to my daughter, so she's currently bookmarked that. But yeah, I love how that's more detailed, and, you know, there's bits of it I'm trying to find, but it's fine. Yeah, like this right here, they put the more intense face on them there. So there's like just kind of little touches like that that are really neat. And so I didn't just get this one, I got volumes number 2 and 3 as well. The last one is really hard to come by, I guess. These are all first prints as well. So where'd it go? Right there. I love the little covers here. I'm probably gonna pick up like the Adventures ones too. At least like the first little bit of them, because it's like the Adventures of Red. But we'll see. But yeah, I just love, you know, kind of giving them a bit more of a serious sort of look. I love how they called this Electric Pikachu Boogaloo. That's always like, you know, the joke name they give things. And people are mocking about sequels and stuff coming out. And yeah, so these covers are much more chibi, obviously. Oh, there's only a couple in this one. Oh no, I missed the first one. Right there. Little Misty Mermaid. Oh yeah, and it is also interesting to note, so they went ahead and these are all like the regular American reading style, so instead of reading it, the typical mangas are printed this way, you know, and you kind of read backwards. So I'm not sure if they later switched it back or what they did, but I don't remember those being regular. But yeah, then finally we got the other big boy here. This is Compendium Volume 2 for Spawn. So yeah, this was actually my box at Christmas, but I was like, I can't pick that up today. I had to use my money for other things. So yeah, this is just more of the Spawn goodness from all the previous stuff, which I really hope Todd just straight up makes the other couple volumes as well. I mean, I would suppose that the sales have to be big enough to justify it on volumes 1 and 2, but people have been clamoring for full reprints of all the others. He has yet to reprint everything in trades, or at least in organized trades, where it's like volume 1 through 30. They've gone as far as like 22, I think, and then he did some printings as like, story arc collections. So hopefully Todd will just flat out print the rest, but I know that it is expensive to do so. And yeah, like these are like $60 a piece. So if you didn't have all of these, certainly pick these up. These are vital and essential, but unfortunately they don't have the covers. So that's kind of one thing that's annoying, but they do have like a cover gallery book separate you can get, and I think it's just like a $20, I forget how many pages it is, but yeah, it's like a $20 or so book that shows like the first maybe even 100 covers, I forget. But so hopefully they'll continue to do the rest of these. So if you get that and then get these, you should be all set. And that's all I got for today. So kind of a smaller haul, but it's all good. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. And as always, you all have a super slumber. Thanks. Bye.